You just see bro, hey, yeah. You see bro punching him up. I said, dang, you can step your game up. You mad at the young ones? Get your money up. Hashira dad. Hey. Cut it out. I didn't say that.
Hey, shawty bad, and she fine. Fucking with me, let me change your life. I know you can see the demons all in my eyes, and you know I'm getting really tired of the lies.
Okay, it's been a cool little minute since I sat and chat with the camera. All the videos that got posted so far were filmed during my spring break, or summer break, I should say. So I've had time to like sit and make a lot of them. But I recently just started my first week of school, and I don't end school until December. So I'm gonna be a busy little bee, but we still here. I figured out what my schedule is, what days I should be filming, what days I should be editing. They're not the same as they used to be, hence why I missed last week. But we got that clear. That's out the way. We're here to talk about what we're really here to talk about. I have the merch. I have the attire. I'm equipped. I'm ready. Let's talk about it. Let's analyze it, because this was a moment. This was a moment. So before we even talk about the actual movie itself, we're going to talk about my movie theater experience. So this was the first time I've been to a theater in 2 years minimum. Since I moved out of state, and now I live in a new state by myself with no family around. We don't have no one that watches Toby that we trust, because the world's a little sketchy. So this is the first time I went to the theater. And then it's also the first time I went to the theater by myself in like quite some time. Like, it's been a long time since I went to a movie theater by myself. That general experience, I had fun, right? I definitely feel like if Jonah was there with me, or if I was with a friend or something, it would have added to the experience, right? Like, I'm sure it would have been more like funny little things. I would have been talking on the side. Other things would have been happening, right? But that's all right. I went by myself. I was able to sit and enjoy, and I was like actually paying attention. I didn't miss anything. I was eating my popcorn. I was chilling. The people were chill, because I be seeing, right? Y'all seen that video? I think it was Demon Slayer, right? Someone was in that theater, and I guess some dude peed on himself because he didn't want to get up and go to the bathroom. And he like peed on the guy next to him. And you just see bro, hey, yeah. You see bro punching him up. I said, dang. It wasn't that deep around these parts. Also, I went on a Monday. So like Monday, 2 days after it came out, because it came out on Friday. That very next Monday I went. So the movie had already been out for 3 days. I don't know if theaters were full in other states and cities and stuff, but over here where I live, the theater was not packed. It was not full. No one was sitting next to me. There was like maybe 4 people in my row. It was like a decent amount of people, but it definitely wasn't full. I did see it was full on day one though. In one of the theaters it was full, but like throughout the weekend it wasn't full. So I also went late at night. I think I got out of there at like 10, I think 10 or 11. I think I probably got there at like 9:30, because my movie started at 6:20. So yeah, I was out there like until 10. But I'm rambling about irrelevant stuff. It was cool. I had my popcorn, I had my slushie. I was chilling. I was enjoying it. It was a really nice feeling. I haven't been out to the theater in ages, like actual ages. So it's really nice to go out there and do that. That's to the side. Let's talk about this movie. Okay, y'all gonna have to spare me. Okay, disclaimer. Pause. Before I even start talking, disclaimer. I am a casual. I do not take this anime stuff to heart. I might say something, call someone the wrong name, refer to a thing incorrectly. Sue me. What do you sue me? Do something. What are you gonna get on me? Like I just told you, I'm a casual. Don't get on me. I'm a casual. Like I love Demon Slayer. I really do. But like I'm not a diehard. I don't be studying. You see how many animes there are? Everybody got the same. Everybody's name is Yamato. Everybody's name is Kiriko. Everybody got the same things. I don't be knowing who's who. So if I say blue-haired me, red-haired me, for somebody that I don't know, I'm sorry. We're here for a general critique, a general assessment of the movie. I am not everything wrong with Cinema Sins channel. I am not a critic review. I'm not Rotten Tomatoes gold star 5-star critic. I am just me. So I'm telling you now, get off my body. Don't come for me. That aside, let's talk about this. So the movie was in 3 different sections, right? We had Upper 2 and Butterfly Bit. Her name is Hiroku. I just told you I don't do names. And I didn't even know her enough to be Karen. We're going to get there. Upper 2, Doma, who's my favorite demon. I'll get to that. I know you're like, what? I'll get there. Doma and Butterfly Bit. Then we had Zenitsu and whoever the upper 6 name is, he really irrelevant. And then we got Tanjiro and Giyu versus Akaza. That's a whole arc. We gonna start at the top. The movie starts, right? So the season, the actual season with like multiple episodes, that one ended with, what is his name? Yomi, the blind dude. He was told that the blind master dude with all the little veins on him, he was gonna die. He wanted to be bait to get Michael Jackson, aka Muzan, but we call him Michael Jackson because all the people know that's Michael Jackson. They was trying to set him up. They was trying to use the master as a decoy to set him up, to blow him up, to get him. Everybody get him, right? That was the plan. That's how the season ended. The movie starts where that left off, where everybody's falling in the Infinity Castle. It said Infinity Castle below, and it was going on for Infinity. I guess it's Infinity vast wise, because like length, height wise, Tanjiro's gonna hit the bottom. So it's like, is it really Infinity? If you're gonna hit the bottom, it can't be that infinite if you're gonna hit the. But you know what? I'm nitpicking. We see everybody, all the Hashiras is like, okay, we gotta find where's who doing what, where, why are they doing it, right? So the first little group we get to is Butterfly Homegirl. What's her name, bro? Hanobu? Hashiru? I'm trying, bro. I told you I'm a casual. I'm not gonna lie. And when I seen her walk in that door and Upper 2 was there, I told myself there's no point in knowing her name because she's not making it out of this. I'm sorry. I know she got fans. And I don't even hate her. Let's keep it real. But it's just like, I didn't really know you. And the movie didn't give me a reason to get to know you that much more because I had zero hope she was gonna make it out there alive. So we got Doma, Upper 2. He's sitting there. Okay. Upper 2, Doma is my favorite upper demon. Now, it's not because I think he's good or he has any redemptive qualities. Not logistically, right? So they gave us a little backstory, and it's like they treated him like a little god, right? It's like, oh, he's the white-haired, rainbow-eyed baby, and we have to worship him. And if we come to him, he'll answer all our prayers, and he'll make our dreams come true, right? Now, I'm just being real here. It's just like, if you're a kid and all these people come up to you, you can't be shook when that kid grows up and has a higher sense of self. All these grown-out adults is praying to this child like he's the chosen one. And Doma says in the movies, just like, all these people coming at me with their little pitiful prayers and stuff, like I can fix it, and I can't even fix it. So then he gained a sense of satisfaction in relieving people of their pains by killing them. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. Nobody come out and say like, you like it. Cut it out. I didn't say that. All I'm saying is I just get it. I get it. It's like, you coming at me with all your problems. I'm not God. I can't really do nothing about it. Unless, then he became a demon. He's like, hey, now I'm a demon. I can do something about it. I can end your suffering by killing you. Again, illogical. I don't agree with it, but I get why he does it. It's just like, y'all coming at me like I'm the deity. I can't answer your prayers, bro. Like, ask somebody else. I'm just me. I'm just here, right? And so we got his little backstory. But I like him because of how the type of villain that he is. And I watch subbed, Japanese spoken, English subtitles, because I feel like you lose the feeling, you lose the emotions. To me, and there are some animes where subbed is better, or dubbed is better, I'm sorry, and the English voice actors are doing chill, but for the most part, when I watch something that's dubbed, it feels like they're reading a direct translation from Japanese to English and then just like reciting it while trying to force the emotion versus like actually feeling it as it's written authentically in English. Like if you watch any English movie that's animated with voice actors, I guess they have a script, but it's like they're like improvising more. Whereas with dub things, I feel like the gap for improv is just not there. But that's just me. I don't hate dubbed. There are dubbed animes that I do watch, and there are certain animes that I'd rather watch dubbed than subbed. But if I have a choice, I originally start with subbed, and then if I don't really like the sub, then I'll switch to dub. I like the way that I don't know how to explain it, right? It's just voice acting, right? I just like the way Doma talks. It's like exaggerated. He's like almost bragging, he's trying to be sympathetic, but he's not sympathetic, because you sitting here saying you finna body me, but you're trying to act like you're doing me a service when in reality you're not, right? And it's just the way he talks, and it's like that, I don't know, what do you call it, smugness? It's like, I can take your suffering away. Just, you know, what's another meal? All these good meals, right? I think that's what he was saying. Again, I'm watching it subtitled. I don't know if in English he was calling them meals or food or whatever, but essentially he's just like, hey, all these bodies, I'm a demon. Goodies tonight. He's like, this is a buffet. Look at all these people and all these Ashiras at that. All these demon slayers pulling up to me. He said, they coming to me. I don't even have to go out there and find them. So I just like that element, right? And so, yeah, butterfly girl, we get the little flashback. We see that Doma killed her sister, and it's like, dang. So low key, I'm starting to, okay, look, I wasn't thinking she was gonna get him, but I'm thinking she finna put in a little bit of pain, because it's like, you got her sister, she's gonna unlock a new type of power, because it's like, this is a revenge kill, right? This is a revenge fight. She's not just gonna go out easily. Yeah, we see, she's like, do you even remember my sister? You tried to take her. And he's like, oh, your sister, the other butterfly girl. You know, they chatting, he's talking with her. And then he's like, you know, you're worthy of a fight. He's like, you really worthy of really fighting. He's not gonna mess around with her. He really gonna put some effort into it. So they do that little fight. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting irritated because she using the poison, right? The first time it's like, okay, she might be onto something. She using the poison, but she's not hitting for the neck, and that's facts. You over here slicing his arm. Ma'am, he's a demon. He's upper 2 at that. Slicing his arm is not cutting it. You need to do something better. But then she said she's gonna pull all the poison and aim for his neck. I said, okay, she might be onto something. But I knew it was, I gave up completely, lost all hope when she hit him in the neck with the poison, and homie said, found your antidote. I said, oh yeah, she's not doing nothing. What's she finna do? She not doing nothing. I'm just being realistic. She wasn't finna do nothing, not in my eyes. And she didn't do nothing. So that happened, and I'm just like, dang, like, I don't know what you want me to do? Do I feel sad? I mean, I didn't feel sad the whole movie. If anything, I was so geeked and hyped and happy, but we'll get there. This movie was like a band-aid after the first one. This was what I needed to see. This gave me all the evilness I needed to see. Not in the way I wanted, but it still happened nonetheless. Anyways, so she was, yeah, Butterfly Hashira, she's gone. Nobody in the theater was crying. It wasn't like people was emotional. But, you know, she went, and then the other little girl popped up. I don't know who, I think that was her younger sister. Maybe that was one of the other girls she was training. But she popped up, and she's like, I'm finna get you. And I don't know. She don't have enough background, at least anime-wise. Maybe she got lower in the mangas. But anime-wise, if I'm not mistaken, they ain't really give her a little story. So I don't know what she's capable of doing. So she might come in there in the next movie, in the next season, and pop off. I ain't gonna put it past her, because it's like, I don't know, or Demon Slayer just finna be evil and they really finna just show upper 2 Doma beating all the lineage of the butterfly Hashira, the insect Hashira, whatever, just her and all her sisters finna get got, and they just finna be ruthless, and that's how that's gonna go. If that's the case, hey, I like me a little grimy anime, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Okay, so that was a little arc 1, right? It was really more just fighting, animation style beautiful, but we knew that. And the music, can we talk about the music? The music was thumping. Now I can't recite it, well, there's no lyrics, but it's like the beats and the instruments they was using, that was hitting, bro. Like I need to look that up. I'm gonna need an OST for that one, because that music was hitting. So anyways, we got that, and then it kind of just skips from there. And the crows, can we chat about the crows? I don't know, the master, the dude with the veins, he died because the explosion and everything, right? And so they said his son, and I read the son, 8 years old, talking about child labor. The son took over, and he got the crows flying around with the little paper on his head, and they doing recon, bro. This is, right, Rainbow Six, this is who he is. Like, we got Twitch drones out here. Well, we got regular drones. We got zero drones. They got a Mozzie over here sniping cameras. We getting aerial 360 views of the whole Infinity Castle. Buddy is drawing away. I've been seeing the memes. It's like, hey, me, when my man says I'm on the way or something like that. And hey, if I send you this meme, just know I'm looking for you, bro. We gonna find you, right? Because they was getting active with them little pens and papers with the ink and stuff. But what was shady is when the butterfly Hashira died, why them crows come out there mad loud? Hashira dead! Hashira dead! Yep, it's like, dang, why are you telling them all this right now like this, bro? Like, and they kept repeating it. Butterfly Hashira dies to upper 2. Butterfly Hashira dies to upper 2. Just yelling it out. I'm like, dang, like, I mean, I get you gotta tell them, but the way they did it, I was like, dang, just messy ass crows. Just, I mean, thanks for telling us, but it was just like, dang, we're doing a lot. You really doing a lot, you feel me? The crows are telling, and then, yeah, everyone's getting emotional. They're like, what? They got her? Heck nah. You know, it's a little motivation, right? A little motivation so that they get a little fire in their chest, right? So then we go to the next arc. And it's our boy Zenitsu. So if we remember in the series, Zenitsu disappeared, right? And we find out it's because he got a letter that said Granddad passed away, R.I.P. Granddad. And so what happened was, I don't know, was that Zenitsu's brother? I'm not gonna lie, this is a little section where I'm a little confused. Y'all correct me, or I'll go look into this a little bit more later on. But Zenitsu's, I'm gonna say brother, maybe cousin. Voiceover Kendra here. That was not his brother nor his cousin. He's just an upperclassman. The guy who was training with them. The grandpa was training both of them, because as we know, Zenitsu only knows first form, and the brother cousin knew all the other forms except for first form. We end up, at least Zenitsu's explanation for it is like the granddad trained both of them and had faith in both of them so that they can both become Hashira, and then they'd have the full, all 1 through 7 forms, lightning forms. We're expecting the brother to work with Zenitsu, but I guess because Zenitsu didn't know the other breathing forms, he's like, but you're weak, you're holding me back, you're not really him. You gotta fight with your eyes closed. You're useless. You know, he was on bro's head. The fighting scenes are going on, of course, during all of this. It's like fighting, a little bit talking, fighting, a lot of bit of talking. You know how the movies be. You know, the brother just like, you're a weakling. I don't want to be associated with you. I'm the Lightning Hashira, never needed you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, and we all thought this, because I was on the interwebs and I was reading. We all really thinking, and I'm not trying to discredit Zenitsu. He killed the upper demon, and that's just that. But yeah, people were saying they made him upper 6. Like even upper 7, 8 was better than him, right? Even they were saying he shouldn't have been upper 6, man. I agree. Upper, he could have been a demon, but an upper, just to get bodied like that, he ain't even really do nothing. He ain't even really do nothing. I mean, okay, he did a little something, right? Because he did hit Zenitsu with the lightning and it went all up on him, and now Zenitsu's injured as far as we know. So he did put in a little bit of pain, but it's just like, you're dead now, man. And he was mad, his little head falling down. He's like, what'd he say? He was like, well, at least I know that you're coming down with me and no one's gonna save you, so you're just gonna die when you fall. Just hating. Talk about envious. Ooh, I hate an older sibling that's envious of their younger siblings, or an older cousin, family member that's envious of the younger ones. You can step your game up. You mad at the young ones? Get your money up. Get your money up. You mad because his money up, your funny's up while his money up, and you still down there. You mad because what? You can't learn the first form? Learn it. My boys need to created a whole new breathing form, and you mad about him. You jealous about. You could have did that. It's clearly possible, but you didn't do it. You gave up. You let. Who was it? It was upper 1, right? That gave him the blood. You let Upper One get your eye. You just weak, bro. And I'm glad he got bodied. And I'm glad Zenitsu has that body on his belt. Talk about it. We're proud of Zenitsu. Well deserved. Let's hope he heals. Shout out to the other Demon Slayer Corps members that found him. And that blonde-haired demon dude, forget his name. Shout out to him for saving our boy from not falling. Zenitsu, be wishing you a well recovery, my boy. I hope you pop back up and you handle business again. Arc 3, obviously the biggest arc. The Crows, of course, they coming up. Hey, Zenitsu be Upper 6. We like, yeah, we clapping. Talk about it, Zenitsu. He handling business, as he should. So then we get to Tanjiro and a homie Giyu, right? So they running, right? Every time they show all the other demons, they're like running to go look for Michael Jackson, but the upper demons are like around them, trying to stop them. So Akaza pops up through the ground. Giyu and Tanjiro's like, back up. Somebody's pulling up. There he is. Now we gonna have a real storytelling style. Let's have a face-to-face moment here, right? We gonna get real deep and real personal. So Akaza is Upper 3. Akaza, however you say it. Upper 3. If you know, if you don't know, now you finna know. My favorite character in all of Demon Slayer is my boy Rengoku. And if you know anything about Rengoku, you know how I feel about Akaza, right? I don't like Akaza. I never did like him, and to this day I don't like him, and I'm smoking his pack now. I'm still smoking his pack. And I mean that. And I mean that. I'm Rengoku's. Nah, I'm not his biggest fan. I'm not gonna sit there and claim I'm his biggest fan, but I'm a Rengoku stan. I will die for that man. But I can't even do it no more because he already gone. But I would die. If I was there, if I was in Demon Slayer, I would have threw my body in front of Akaza to give Rengoku a couple more seconds to get away while the sun rose. That's how deep it is for me. That's how serious it is for me. So you can imagine when I see Akaza's bum ass on the screen, I'm in like revenge mode. I'm like, Tanjiro beat his ass. And you know, when I'm seeing it, I'm like, well, okay, no, I knew 100% Tanjiro wasn't gonna die because they don't really be killing the main characters. I didn't know if Giyu was finna make it out, so I'm low-key thinking, dang, this might be a 50-50. He might get Giyu, but Tanjiro's gonna finish it off. That's what I have in my mind. That's what I'm expecting to transpire. So he pops up, you know, Tanjiro, nice to see you. Not nice to see you. I'm not happy to see you. I don't care about you, bro. I don't want to see you, right? Like, I'm not happy to see you. I'm not happy to see you in a friendly way. I'm happy to see you so I can body you, but like besides that, I don't want to see you. Like, I don't care about you. He pops up through the floor. He's chatting his chat. Tanjiro's putting pieces together. He said, "Oh, you the one that killed Goku. Didn't forget." So they go off, they fighting in all these other rooms. Akaza is trying to separate Giyu and Tanjiro so that he can get them on their one-on-one solos. And Akaza's having like a little flashback moment, right? So he's fighting Tanjiro in one little section, and something's like talking to him in the background, and he turns around and he's like, punch the air. Tanjiro's over here like, is he good? This nigga fight demons. How you a demon fighting demons? That's crazy. He over here seeing ghosts. I don't know how that dynamic works. We're gonna let that slide. But they're fighting and we're getting little chits and chats, right? I'm not here to speak forever, but it's like, you know, chits and chats, things are talking, and then the main fight happens. The main scene happens. Giyu is fighting Akaza. Tanjiro, Loki got a little mixed up, so Tanjiro's doing what Tanjiro does, and he's like thinking and trying to strategize, how can I get Akaza, right? How can we get this man? He's trying to figure out what his technique is, what a weakness is. I'm trying to find a weakness so I can penetrate, so I can get this done. Get my lick back from my boy Rengoku, you feel me? We find out that this homie Akaza got some Neji type 8 trigrams. He got the little circle of, y'all know, Naruto people, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I haven't even finished watching Naruto. Like I said, I'm a casual, get off my back. But he on that Neji 8 trigrams, palm, earth, whatever, standing in a circle. He doing all the, what was he doing? Not karate. Was it taekwondo? Or was it jujitsu? he's learning something, right? He's learning some type of fighting. And, Tanjiro's like, oh, shoot, we figured out the method, right? This is later, but like Tanjiro figures out what the method is. He's gonna go up. We find out that the reason Akaza is so strong is because he can sense people's like emotions, but only when it's like the aggressive ones, revenge, anger, whatever, all those emotions. He can sense it, but he cannot sense your emotions when you're calm. If you approach him and you're trying to slice his neck, but you're not coming in a way of revenge or like a murderous intent, you're kind of like forgiven, but you still got to do your job type ish. He can't sense your presence. Tanjiro pieces that together. Tanjiro pulls up. He hits him with a slice. Homie Akaza's head comes off. I'm pretty sure before his head gets sliced off is when Giyu unlocks his mark. Literally, because buddy, what'd he say? Like, it's a whole meme right now. Bro's just like, my back hurts. And then a mark pops up. I said, facts. Because if he got his mark because his back hurt. And I felt that. Because if my back hurting too, I just might start acting up myself. So I ain't even mad at it. And there's like all the memes. Like, if I send you this, just know my back hurt. And that's facts. I missed a section. Tanjiro has a flashback to Pops. Shout out to Pops. We miss Pops. His dad was doing the little sun dance, right? Cool little sun dance. He was doing that thing. He was just trying to tell Tanjiro, like, hey, when you're learning something, and this is good advice. Actually, you know what? Tanjiro's Pops was spitting tea, because this is something you can apply to real life. It's like when you're first learning something, you put all your effort into learning it. And you put all your energy and you're using all your aspects of your brain, mind, body to like do the thing. But once you get familiar with the thing, you can learn where to put more effort and where to take less effort into doing the thing. So in that case, it was dancing. It's like, if I'm doing a specific dance, but I don't really need my arms, I'm not finna put so much tension in my arms. And you know what? Mad side tangent, but we love Tanjiro's Pops for this because he's really putting us on game. He's really giving us life lessons. Yeah, I hope somebody else learned the lesson from Pop's speech, because it was an important speech to hear if you was someone that needed to hear that type of speech. So Tanjiro's dad's telling him how to like use and conserve and exert energy in certain situations. And then we see the bear. Now, low key, and we're gonna talk about this too, but low key, Tanjiro's dad said, if you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear. And he meant that. Actually, go help the bear, because that bear needed some help.
I make a motherfucker say, oh yeah, I'm cold as a lion with no hair. If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear, because that bitch gonna need it.
They go out. Word around the village was that there was some bear terrorizing the city, and Tanjiro's family lives up in the snow hills, up in the mountains. And the bear pulled up, and they had a bunch of like little bells and stuff on the outside so they can hear when the bear pops up. Bear popped up, and this ain't no brother. This is a bear. The homie was up there. Pops just got a little axe. Pops had a little old axe, little wood chopping axe. And what Pops said, he said, Tanjiro, just like our parents do when we were gonna say, I'm only gonna tell you once, so you better listen. And Pops said, he's sliced them up. 2 slices, it looked like one, straight clean cut through the neck. Help the bear. Help the bear with the body. And then they sat there and they sent their little prayers and said, hey. I said, dang, that's cold. He done sliced his enemy and still prayed over his body? Now that's a different type of tough. That's a different type of tough. So Tanjiro's like imagining all this while Giyu's in the background fighting. It finally cuts back to the present. So like I said, Tanjiro uses his dad technique and hit a 2-piece combo, slice straight through Akaza's neck. Now me, I knew the movie was like 2 and something hours, and as I'm sitting in the theater, I'm like, it don't really feel like 2 hours. Something else gotta be popping off. I'm like thinking, I don't know. I'm not thinking that's it. I'm thinking like something else is gonna happen, but I did think Akaza was dead. So I'm internally, because I'm in the theater by myself, I don't want to look like a tweaker, but internally I'm like, I'm like geeked. I'm actually tweaking out. And I'm thinking, you slice the neck, homie's dead. The only person whose neck can't get sliced is Michael Jackson. He's not Michael Jackson, therefore he's dead, right? That's what I'm thinking. Why does bro sit there and go, grab his head and try to put it back on the body? I said, he can't do that. He can't do that. So we just making up new rules and regulations. He can't do that. And I'm low-key like getting mad. I'm thinking in my head, if this homie don't die this movie, I'm not watching Demon Slayer ever again. If Akaza do not die in this movie, I'm not watching this movie ever again. I'm not watching it. And I meant that. But my prayers were answered. And like I said, I'm smoking his pack to this day. I'm smoking his pack to this day. I'm smoking his pack the rest of 2026. If we're gonna be honest about it. Anyways, let me get back to the plot. We see that as Akaza is trying to fight back to get his head back on and whatnot, the ghost or spirit of a woman appears, and she's like, come home. You're doing a lot. Come home. Let's call it a day. You've been fighting all this time. Aren't you done fighting, right? Like, can you come back to us, please? And then it gets us into his backstory, which is like a whole hour-long segment in itself, right? We find out that Akaza grew up poor, impoverished, starved, and he had a sick dad that he was trying to take care of, right? So his dad was sticks and bones, sick, and Akaza would try to get things, medicine, money, whatever, food, to give to his dad to help him get better. I get that. Disclaimer, I'm about to sit here and like he and haha, but like on a base level, I'm a human. I have empathy. I can sympathize for him as a realistic human being. But I'm not being a realistic human being right now. Screw him and his starving daddy. Yes, I said it. Because you bodied my boy Rengoku. I have no sympathy. Where was all this sympathy? Where was all the sympathy for Rengoku? Screw all them characters. Where was Akaza's... Let me calm down. He's a starving boy. He's a delinquent. He's stealing or whatever. And the city, the government, the police force of his little village is punishing him. But he's getting tattoos for every time he has to go to jail. They lashing him like he Jesus on the cross. It's y'all got him. He's sitting there like, I'll take all the lashes if it means providing a meal for my pops, getting a couple coins for my pops. And you know, I understand. As a human being, I get it, right? But he goes home, or one of these days he's out and about, and as he comes back home, he finds out that his pops is no longer with us because he decided to have a meeting with a rope and a hook on the ceiling, right? And that's sad, and I'm not gonna take that away from Akaza. That is sad. But when you hear the note that the dad said, and y'all gotta correct me if I'm wrong, I was reading subtitles, maybe I missed something, but like the way the dad was saying the note, it sounded like the dad said, you are such a troublemaker, and I feel like you're being a troublemaker because I'm sick, so it would be better if I just go so that you can stop being a troublemaker and you can just find to be a good person. Like, the dad didn't like seeing him be a delinquent. He just like, bro, tighten up. I get that I'm sick, but like, this ain't it. Like, stealing and stuff, this is not the kind of person I wanted you to be. And I feel for Pops. And me personally, I kind of be like, well, okay, look, come on, y'all. Try to understand me here. I just feel like I'm not saying what the dad did was right. I'm not condoning what the dad did. I wouldn't do such a thing. I definitely think there's other ways the dad could have conveyed these feelings to Akaza without doing what he did. But I also just understand it because it's like, as the parent, he's like, well, maybe if I just croak over sooner, even if it's at my own hands, you'll like lock in. But it's also like, seeing how much of a delinquent he was when you were alive, why do you think you going out would make him get better? If anything, he's finna spiral. So like I said, L decision on the dad's part. If you wanted your son to get better, that was not something to do to make him get better. I feel like Akaza could have locked in too and been a little more sympathetic to his father. And it's like, yeah, put yourself in the sick person's shoes, because we see it with the girl. It's like, you as a sick person, you see someone doing all this bad trying to save you, and it's just like, in the dad's case specifically, it seemed like there was no saving him. So it's just like, let's not put all of our efforts into becoming destructive members of society. Let's enjoy my time while I'm here, and then when I'm gone, you can use that energy to do something better, right? And fortunately, Akaza ran into Dojo Master Dude and his daughter, and he was on his little Mr. Miyagi arc, Mr. Karate Kid arc, right? He's taking care of the sick girl. The dad's daughter is sick, and Akaza is taking care of the daughter. And as he's taking care of her, they like each other, they develop feelings for each other, and it's a cute little moment. It's like, okay, cute little moment. He goes to the, he's doing that. So a lot of that flashback is just showing him wash, rinse, repeat, taking care of the girl, they chatting. He's like making little promises to her, like, hey, when you get better, I'll take you to see the fireworks and blah, blah, blah. The little cute, fluffy stuff, right? The dojo master's like, hey, look, you're getting better. And you're striking hits on me. Look at you. You're like doing things, right? You're getting better. Respectable. I respect that version of Akaza. It's like, okay, he's being a better person like his dad wanted to. The girl gets better, and there comes the point where he finally fulfills his promise and takes the girl to the fireworks show. And at the fireworks show, she's like, hey, Akaza, you've been taking care of me. I didn't even think I was gonna make it this long. Now we're adults. Let's get married. Cute for them. I'm happy for them, right? And so Akaza wants to just go tell his pops. Nothing wrong with that. He went to go tell his pops. He's like, hey, met this girl, getting married, life is great, I'm doing better like you wanted me to. Respectable. So then Akaza, he's on his way back home, and I think what was happening was the other dojos around were mad that they couldn't beat Akaza and the dojo master, so they just took him out, literally. And I'm just like, that was crazy. So what happened was they were saying someone poisoned the well, like some other rivaling dojo poisoned the well that the Akaza and his family drank from, and the girl and the dojo master, who's his daughter, they drank from the well and they died from poisoning. And rightfully so. This is the only time I will actually sympathize with Akaza, and it's like, rightfully so. But I don't know. I get it, and I'm not mad at it, but I also just feel like we can do things differently. But it's also, he's a demon, so we figured he was going to take the violent route, right? He goes on a rampage. He catches everybody's body. Homie is slaughtering everybody. Everybody's body up. They show it in the movie. All the bodies, jaws hanging from the ceiling. I was like, oh. He don't play about his lady, and I respect it. I respect a man that don't play about his lady. I respect that, right? And so yeah, he catches those bodies and he just goes on a rampage because he's like, bro, y'all just killed my family. What the heck? And that's a valid crash out. Very much valid crash out. I'm not mad at that. I do not hate Akaza for that especially that specific section. I can never be mad at him for that. Now I ain't forgiving old boy because you killed Rengoku. Don't care what your past was. Rengoku had a past too. You didn't care. You killed him. Don't care. But like, I understand and I can sympathize. That's like his backstory. That's when everyone's calling him like there's a demon. He's a demon killing everyone. Michael Jackson gets curious. He's like, I hear around town everybody's saying there's some demon and it's just a little boy. Like, what are you doing? So Michael Jackson tries to, Akaza's sitting there and he's like, bro, I don't got nothing to live for. I don't care who you are. Shut up. Michael Jackson's like, shing, put some respect on my name. Was it a sword? Maybe it was just his hand. Put his hand straight through that boy's forehead. Bro's like, bro, you're not phasing me. Don't want to be here anyways. Don't care. And then, of course, Michael Jackson's like, hey, let me give you some of my power. You can become Upper Demon. Get all the revenge you want, right? And then it cuts back into reality. So he's still trying to, like, figure out, so like I said, he was trying to get his head on, and Giyu was fighting him. Giyu's sword broke. Giyu was like, I'm not letting bro stick his head back on. So he took the sword and he threw it, and it knocked the head out of Akaza's hand. So his head rolled away and his head disappeared. Then the flashback happened. So everything I just told you happened. And then it cuts back. And this homie Akaza is trying to regrow his head. I'm in my seat hot. I'm not lying to you. I was in my, in my brain, I'm like, yes, he's gone. Oh, he's coming back. Yes, he's gone. Oh, he might come back. Yes, he's gone. Please. Oh, he's like, I'm going back and forth. I'm getting mad. So I'm like, bro, can we please just get out of here? Please pack him up. I don't want him here. Can we please pack him up? I don't want this man here. Get this man out. We don't want him here. Because how come he gets to have redemption arcs, come back, resurrection, but Rengoku doesn't? I get that Rengoku's a human, but please let this man perish to the depths of the depths. And he does, right? So his head's trying to grow back, and then we see the lady from earlier who grabs onto his arm. She's like, Akaza, can you please, this is over. Stop fighting, stop killing. You killed enough, you fought enough. Just come back home. And so what I've gathered from the community is that Akaza got his memories back, or I pieced this together myself, but we all agree he got his memories back, and because he remembered all that, the human part in him is still there, and he always wants to be with this girl. So had she had appeared at any time, like if anyone could have reminded Akaza of all this stuff, he would have been given up his demon powers and just would have went to be with his family. And I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is, but maybe they on something. Let them cook. But she's like, please come home. But something that confused me is that they said that her and the dad was in heaven, but then at the end, when Akaza gives up and stops trying to regrow his head, he's there with them. So did he go to heaven with them? But then it's like, how that work, right? You're a demon. How you going to heaven? I'm not trying to get spiritual and religious, but I read and they said the wife actually chose to go to hell with him, or the purgatory. She chose to leave heaven to be with him. But where they were at, real heavenly, I said, if that's what heaven's like and he lived a life, it's or if he's not in heaven, he gets to be with his lady and they live in life happily. Like paradise to me, shoot. Why anybody trying to go to heaven then in that universe? Why are you trying to go to heaven if you could be on regular earth and still be living like you in paradise, low-key? Don't get spiritual on me. I'm just chatting to chat, okay? That happens, and yeah, so Akaza's he was gonna start trying to fight back, but once the wife's memory came in and he was doing his little internal battle with himself, he self-destructs and homie starts punching holes in his own body, that ass, and he disappears and he's gone. The crows is yelling, Tanjiro and Giyu beat upper 3, Akaza's dead, we got him. And that was the end of the movie, right? That was basically the end of it. Again, the music was beautiful. Animation, of course, beautiful. Because it's Demon Slayer, come on. Animation's beyond exquisite. The story was amazing. What I'm not happy about this franchise, if this stuff is true, is how long it's gonna take. They said that it doesn't sound like there's gonna be a season, like a TV season with multiple episodes. If I'm not mistaken, the next thing is another movie, but that movie ain't coming out until 2027. So I have to wait a whole nother year. I might as well read the manga. And I feel like from now on, if there's anything popular, I'll start with the manga and then watch. But I'm already into this without watching it, and I don't really want to spoil it for myself, so I'll just wait. But in the future, I'm low-key just going to read manga first and then watch the show. Because, yeah, I don't want to wait years and years and decades to get the full story when the whole manga's out already and I can just know it then and there. Why would I purposely make myself wait? I don't mind a little bit of suspension, but to be making the whole series going from shows to movies and then spacing them out as much as they are, it's y'all really trying to milk me for my coin, and I don't really want to give you my coin like that, sorry. But the movie was great, bro, exquisite. I talked to my homie about it the minute I got out of the theater. We was chatting it up. I be seeing all the memes, all the jokes. It's a great time. I think it was worth the wait. It's not bad. Like I said, it's not bad at all. I definitely think it was worth the wait. But I'd like to think it's on the better side of animes, right? Especially because it has so many fans. They got more time to invest into making it good. So I can't wait to see what the next one entails. But that's the video. If y'all liked it, if y'all watched it, let me know. If y'all didn't watch it and you don't care to watch it and just came to listen to me, shout out to you, because I can't do that. If there's something I want to watch, I'm going to watch it. I can't see nobody talk about it. But shout out to anyone who does want to watch it but still watch this, even though they didn't watch it. Shout out to y'all. Again, I've been in school, so if my uploading becomes weird, that's why. But I'm here. I'm not taking no breaks. No breaks coming. We actually got things planned. Halloween is coming up. We got Halloween things coming up. We got Thanksgiving things coming up. Christmas things coming up. Shout out to everybody watching the shorts. I know I'm really trying to be consistent with the shorts at minimum. You're going to see me a short every week, right? But that's this. The next video I have planned is a whole different type of video, so we're going to see how that works. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tell somebody you care about them, you love them, thinking about them. Or make sure you tell yourself, right? For real. take a breath, go look in the mirror, go talk to yourself, do a little bit of journaling. Make sure you love yourself, right? Make sure you love yourself before you love anybody else, right? Because we matter, right? You matter, I matter. The world's tough. We're trying to get through it. But thank y'all for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.